Okay, so a few days ago I asked you all to ask me some questions that I wanted to answer to help, and this week has been really tough, as you probably all saw, like from my post on Thursday about my recent problems with my health, and basically I've just kind of been hibernating and isolating myself, and so I kind of thank you all for this kind of push to get changed and make an effort and really do this for you guys, because it means the world to me that everyone gave, you know, such a lovely response to my picture, and you know, all my pictures really, and the comments really were heartwarming to me. So I really would love to help more. So if you do have any comments or questions that you kind of want to ask, please add them in the comments and I'll, you know, answer as many as I can. But I've just picked out a few from the last few days, so I'll answer those now. The first one is, what helped you get through this? I'm so proud of you. And this is such a lovely, like, comment on the end of a question. I don't feel like I'm fully through this, as you can probably see on my account. I'm going through quite a rough time at the minute, and my health isn't great. Every day is a constant battle. The fight is never over, and yeah, I just try and keep my mind as positive as possible. I surround myself with the best people. I am so beyond lucky to have a great family, friends, support network, and also an online community, because, you know, really they are my lifeline. They are the people who empower me, inspire me, you know, give me a kick up the bum when I need it, and keep me fighting fit, and they are what I fight for, really. So I think a positive mind is key, and a really strong support system too. And I know this is from Keris, and I'm so thankful. And it was really weird because we were watching some mean videos a couple of weeks ago, and I just miss her personality so much. She lights up any room and she's amazing, and thank you so much for this. But you put, why are you so amazing? We need to meet up soon. And definitely when I'm down your way again, I'll definitely give you a call and catch up, because we have so many years of catching up today, so that would be amazing. And I think you're wonderful, and thank you so much. This is a great question, but if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Now, travel is really important to me. It was one of the hobbies that kind of helped me through the period of time when I didn't know that I had Lyme. I had like 5 years of solid, like, declining symptoms, really bad, and doctors were just telling me that it was depression, that it was all in my head, that because I'd given up my swimming, that I was just getting down about things. And obviously I knew that something more untoward was going on, but you believe the doctors. And traveling really broke me out of my house a little bit, because I was isolating myself, and my house was my haven. It was my hideaway where I could recharge. And when I came out into the world, I had the smile painted on, the brave face, everything. No one really knew what was going on, because that's how I wanted it, because I didn't know what was going on. And travel really was where I started engaging with new cultures, learning more about people, how they dealt with their problems, to help me deal with mine. And you got to see the world, and I just realised that there's more to life. There's so much more we can be learning than what we read in textbooks. So there's so many places I want to go, but I think the main places for me on my bucket list currently is to do more of America, because I love America so much, and I think there's so much to explore by rail and by road. There's so much to do. I'd love to go back to Washington DC. That is my love, my second home, really, and there's so much history there, and I love my history, so I'd love to go back there. I loved Boston, and again I'd love to go back there. Such a good vibe. Like, the people are just great, just so buzzing, and you just get that positive feeling and that really warm glow. So I really love that. And I'd love to do San Francisco because I think it's such a pretty place. And I'd love to do Canada as well because Canada is so exciting as well. But I'd love to do Dubai. I'd love to try and get to Sydney, but again, the travel, it's a long way, and it's whether I can kind of cope with that. So they're kind of the main places on my mind currently, and that I'd really love to do. But obviously I need to think about my health as well. So I know just going to Alicante, which is like a couple of hours away, really zaps me. So yeah, thinking about Sydney is quite, overwhelming, but never say never. And someone even put, actually, would you go to Nepal? And it's never really been on my bucket list, and I've never really thought about it, but like I said, never say never. And if there was a reason for me to go, whether it was like personal for leisure or whether it was for awareness, that would be cool too. What is your biggest dream? This is a really great question, but a really tough one. I think we all have our dreams, but sometimes health, we have to reevaluate what our dreams were and rethink them, maybe just change them up a little bit. But I think now, obviously, like before all this, my main dream of anything was to compete in London 2012, swim, like be an Olympic swimmer, and that was my goal. That was what I was driven to do, and that's what I really wanted. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied there. Really wanted. But now obviously things are different, and probably my main dream, I think, would be to leave a really great legacy, to leave a really big footprint on the earth, and to be remembered and not to simply disappear into nothing. Because for me, that would mean that my pain, suffering, the journey that I've been through has all been worth it. Because if I can protect, save lives, empower others, bring comfort to others, warm people's hearts, that just means the world to me. It does. And like I said, I'd go with all the pain in the world and put up with it if it meant that I could, leave a legacy and help others. So I think that's my biggest dream, to not simply disappear and make my mark on the world. Yeah. The next one is why podcasting? Why did you come up with your podcast? So this is a great question, and really the whole thing was inspired by my mum, really. I had such great fun raising awareness when it came to sort of like over the media, so radio, TV, and I'm not a confident person. I am really not confident, and things like this, like videoing myself, like I'm really conscious, and whenever anybody says like, oh, let's video call, I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'm really underconfident as a person. So I never thought I would be able to go on TV or radio, talking and be okay with it. But when it comes to awareness or something that I'm really passionate about, my fears and everything else just get pushed to one side, and I'm so focused because I want to help people. There's a reason behind everything, and like I said, like my fears get pushed to one side, and my symptoms were getting so bad that sort of blogging was becoming more difficult, and I was really struggling with that. And I wanted to keep creating content that was helpful to everybody. So my mum just kind of said, right, like maybe you should think about it so that people can, pause the content, come back to it, re-engage, listen again. It was all a bit more flexible than sort of reading, because once you've read something, it's quite easy to forget it and you were having to reread it. And of course I did my book, which was great, and I hope to do more, but it's very draining, and it was very hard on me. And I'm not saying that podcasting isn't, because 1 hour interviews do really drain you, but I've had the joy of amazing guests, and to have people share their stories and really get, you know, out there, and people engaging in their stories and coming to them and saying thank you so much for your advice and your help. And that means the absolute world to me. It really does. And to have guests come on and say, yeah, I really want to share my story on your platform, also means the world to me, for them to have the confidence, because people forget how much courage and bravery it actually takes to put it all on the line and be really open. Like, I struggle with it. Like, now, like, I was like, I can't do this video without having my head on and some makeup on and actually looking fit and fresh, because this week has really taken it out of me. So I fully appreciate how difficult it was for guests to come on and share their story, and I'm so thankful for people commenting as well and engaging, because I know that also takes a lot of courage. And I can't wait for series 2, and I'm so thankful to have the support system that I have behind me. You know, my boyfriend edits it all and composes all the music towards it, and that really makes the episodes what they are. So I'm so thankful for that, and that support is really great, and I'm so thankful, and I can't wait for series 2, like I said. So thank you for that question. Obviously people have been asking about my health as well. Obviously I was quite open with my post on Thursday, and I'm so thankful for everybody who commented, and I really appreciate all the love, and I'm so grateful, and words cannot begin to say how grateful I am. I am going through a rough stage, and this week has been really tough. I have been like sort of recovering, but I found it really hard, and today really is the first day that I'm kind of got dressed and looking appropriately and actually engaging with people, because I kind of isolated myself a lot, because I find it very difficult, because I want to be the fighter Sophie, the fun Sophie, the Sophie that seems to have it all together, knows what she's doing, has it all under control, and I really haven't. And it's been really hard, and I'm still struggling, and I know that even after the meal, when I go out with family later on, I'm going to crash and burn. And I've even said to my boyfriend that, like, literally, like, when I come back, I just want to crash, I just want to burn, because I really want to spend that great sort of 2 hours with them and be Sophie and be fun Sophie. And I'm really finding it difficult. My symptoms are really bad, and people who follow my story know how serious this is now, and it's not fun and games, and I am fully aware of that. And at this current time, I'm just so thankful for all the support. And like I say, if you have any more questions, please comment below, and I will try and do more of these if you find them helpful. And I know it takes a lot of energy, so sometimes it takes me a week or so to sort of do it, but I really do appreciate your effort and your courage to speak out as well. And thank you for all the love, and I hope you enjoy this. I hope you find it useful, and thank you so much, and thank you for the support you gave on Thursday. It was really uplifting, and I tried to keep on top of the comments. I'm so sorry if some of them slipped through the net on here. Thank you so much. I am so thankful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. It meant the world to me. It really uplifted me. Some of them really brought tears to my eyes, and I'm so thankful, and I'm thankful for all the support I have online and offline. So thank you very much, and we'll speak soon.